4BeerzIn.
Hello,
Here
Danny.
we are. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing, mate?
Nice intro. There.
How you doing, Jay?
Yeah, I'm good.
How you doing, Jade?
Yep, good, thanks.
Back
Sick.
for third episode, Jade.
Yeah, I know. I think it's a running
record.
Yeah, record.
This is a record. This is a 4BeerzIn record. And we're very, very, very happy to have you on the show. It's a
Aw.
pleasure. It really is.
So glad to be here.
No worries. So here we are, and we're actually going to talk about something that Joe brought up recently about it's
PDA,
called
isn't
PDA,
it?
yeah. And I never heard of that
Public
saying.
display of affection.
There you go. Yeah, I've never heard of it called PDA.
It's not a disease. It's a public display of affection. It's not
What's it?
AIDS.
Yeah.
You're going to get AIDS once.
That's where you was last weekend.
Or an AIDS gig.
An AIDS gig.
Yeah.
Well, you're talking about Live 8. It doesn't matter.
Well, all
It's
the
great.
celebrities are going to turn up on this show at the end of the season. We're going to have a big
for
season
some PDA.
finale. We're going to have Taylor Swift, Arla Fisher, Celeste Barber. I can't confirm that's all true, but if it does happen, you heard it here first on 4BeerzIn. But here we are, and we're going to talk about public affection. And Joe's got a lovely story about couples not only holding hands, but I won't tell the whole story.
It's not lovely.
All right, should we
Let's
ask
just clear that up. It's
who
not
here
lovely.
likes PDA and who here doesn't like PDA? What about so Danny? What do you reckon? You don't mind
For or
PDA?
against.
For
For
or
or
against.
against.
There's too much, and then there's too much. If that's so, I think holding hands is okay in public. I think that's lovely, and I think the odd kiss here and there is okay. Feeding each other, I think snap.
You don't like
I don't like
feeding-
sharing my food, but so
my chips. Don't you grab a chip? You kind of like that with Tanya?
certain foods with Tanya,
So
I don't
it's
mind
not-
sharing.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
not
I like
other people feeding each other. It's you don't want to be fed because you want to eat.
You want to eat your own food.
Yeah, I share rice. I tell you that. You can
You give them a rice.
put that down. I share my
Papa
rice.
does?
Singular rice.
Yeah.
It was a rye.
No, I share like a bowl of rice or spring rolls. I can share that because they're individual.
Now, would you let someone hold your hand, right, while you're trying to eat?
No, I don't. There's no reason to hold my hand while I eat.
See, I've seen couples do that. Hold each other's
Do you
hands
remember?
while they eat.
I don't mean to cut across there. Sorry. Do you remember? We had this thing. We were really out for a few beers one time, and we were trying to find someone who would hold the partner's hand while they were going to the bathroom. Do you remember? We were going yeah, you're trying not to laugh. You know exactly what I'm talking about, Daddy.
We could tell this story, and just so everyone knows, it's not anyone in this room. Before
Well, wait a minute.
Before we go on
Okay.
with
PDA.
this tale.
No.
Thank God.
But we will come back to it. We'll come back to it.
We'll come back to the holding the hand.
Yeah, we'll let Joe carry on with his story
cool.
about.
Oh, no. I'm more all for this. I mean, I kind of finished
I've gone
where I
from
was
holding
going.
hands where you eat to holding hands where you poo.
Well,
They're two different.
I stop off at holding hands while eating dinner.
So you don't hold
That's
hands.
too
while
far
eating
as
dinner.
Yeah,
well.
that's too far. Sorry.
You
yeah.
need two
So-
hands.
You don't
though,
reach
to eat.
over just to grab your
Maybe to
Tanya's-
grab their
Tanya's-
food.
grab their food. You don't do it with a Danny.
No. I'm really intrigued now to hear this story.
Well, you need two hands to eat, don't you? So if someone's holding you back, literally holding you back,
That is true.
What about
Yeah.
you, Jade? Do you like PDA or are you for or against?
I'm for it. And if other people do it in public, I don't mind. And if you're all over each other, I find that quite amusing, quite entertaining. So
So you watch it if they're all over.
yeah,
Sounds really
That
voyeuristic.
sounds crazy.
I think it would be awkward. I remember I was at a pub recently and I walked by and there was this young couple and making out up against the wall. And, I'm not too bothered by it, but,
But she's my
I'd
wife.
say-
But she's my wife.
if Tanya was here, she'd be going, it's not a porno.
Get a room.
But they're young, they're in love. There's nothing, but eating and holding hands is a whole nother. That would be unusual. But watching someone feed someone, I think, is even more awkward, especially if you're on a table, like around
With others.
Yeah, with others, and you've got one of those lazy Susans, and yeah, and it's not moving because someone's holding someone's hand. I don't know. Yeah, it's not.
I mean,
really,
If you
I
were
haven't
injured and
noticed
you couldn't use your hands, and so your partner had to feed you.
I would do it.
Yeah.
You know,
He wouldn't
you
do it
talk about
out in
fireworks,
public. He
like-
wouldn't go, oh, we got this dinner booked. We've got to go. But no, that's okay. I think there's people out there that don't have the ability to feed themselves, or their partner does that. But I think that's a whole nother, kettle of fish. I think that's
Gone to my partner and said, "Oh my goodness, like try this," and I've literally gone to spoon feed him, and I think he's a bit taken aback. I think he's used to it at home now. Like he'll just open his
at home.
poor little mouth. But out in public, I think it gets a bit of a shock. I haven't done it in a long time now because I've got a son now, so
You feed him.
You do it to yourself.
yeah, it's like a chore now. So it's a job.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know. What
Here
about you,
comes the
Rob? What's,
aeroplane.
what's,
Like,
what's your
look,
cut?
I'm okay with PDA. Like I'm okay doing PDA, and I'm okay seeing PDA. So like I'm okay with it. So it's not a disease again. Public display of affection. I'll hold hands, or I might reach for the I don't know, if you're chatting. I might. I don't know. The drunker I get, I know I get kind of not touchy because that sounds wrong. But like I'll be like, hey, might grab their hand for a second or something like that. But I won't hold for the entirety of like eating a steak.
Yeah.
It
You
won't
need
be.
2 hands.
Yeah, I need 2 hands to eat a steak.
And do you if you notice that your partner's not giving you any PDA, are you kind of like feeling like left out, or you're just like, oh, like, are you okay tonight, or do you not even
No,
notice?
just grab their hands and put it somewhere. It's fine.
there you go.
Then I get PDA.
Do you want me to get PDA from someone else?
Solution,
No, I'm kidding.
I'm
no,
fed
no,
up.
No, I'm okay with it.
not needy.
No, I'm not. I don't think I'm needy. Maybe I'm needy.
You haven't given me
Dunno.
PDA. I'm going to get it from somewhere else. Maybe that person over there.
Jesus.
That sounded really.
Do you think that's links in, like you're that showing that like someone being needy?
I
Showing
think
too
you could
much
be
affection.
onto something. Yeah, maybe. Or verification, or
Yeah.
confirm. Yeah, same thing.
possibly.
Could be going deep there. Could be going real deep.
Deep.
It's PDA, mate.
How deep can you go?
How deep can you go? Yep. Speaking of deep, so PDA. So what about we flip it? What about hidden like affection? So what's some crazy places perhaps people have done other stuff? What's some interesting areas of beaches maybe or something or.
Yeah, beaches is there. Everyone's looking at me. Beaches are there.
I'd always be worried you get sand in your crack
Oh
or something.
yeah.
That's what I'd be worried about. You get sand
yeah.
everywhere when you go to the beach just for a swim. If you're having a little cuddle down there,
Bit
and
sandy.
you get sand
I-
everywhere.
I once.
I like cuddles. You say cuddle down there. I like cuddles. I'm okay with cuddles.
So there's
I'm gonna cuddle the shit out of you. Sorry. You're saying
there's been a couple of PDA beach encounters. Probably the one that stands out the most is once went to Ibiza with I can't say lady friend because I didn't know her. So we met at the airport. We booked this holiday, all inclusive. Let's go to Ibiza. It was really cheap.
is
So
this
flying
another
from-
online one?
Unfortunately, it is another online one. And so we went to Ibiza. We went just as friends. Like there was nothing there. The conversation was, work's really full on. We just want to get away. Let's get to the sun. Being from London, let's just go somewhere really cheap, all inclusive. So we went.
What colour hair has she got?
Coloured hair.
Yeah.
Hair?
I'm trying
Sorry,
to picture,
no,
right? I can't remember.
She shaved. Sorry.
Brunette.
Brunette.
Yeah, brunette. She was Brazilian.
Oh.
Yeah, Brazilian.
You mean that was the haircut? Sorry, that was a terrible joke. Terrible joke.
It took me a while to get what you meant. No, she was from Brazil.
Living in London.
Sorry, all these questions are really startling me at the moment.
No,
Like,
you're right.
yeah, there's a lot of different nationalities in London. I think it's probably
Pretty
the one.
multicultural.
Yeah. So anyway, we go to Ibiza. There's nothing going to happen between us. It's more just two people getting away. The second night there, I think we went out to a club, and then we met this Australian girl that was traveling around Europe. Got chatting, and
where was she from in Australia?
I can't remember.
Stop asking the hard questions.
What was her?
Yeah.
You said Sydney. We would have got. You could have believed you.
So we ended up, me and this Australian girl, having sex on the beach outside of the hotel where we're staying at. So when I got back to the room, I was all sandy.
Yeah.
Wanted to get and have a shower, and then opened the door, and the girl that I went there with was standing there and sort of just looked at me and said, "Oh, well, where have you been all night?" As if like we've been we're like going out or something like that. And I just said, "Oh, just went for a walk on the beach," and then I walked.
And you fell over.
Then I fell,
Fell over onto someone.
and then I tripped over. Yeah,
And then kept falling over.
yeah. So
Came back up and then falling over.
the rest of the holiday was just pretty non-existent between us two. Yeah, she didn't want to.
Want
But
to hang out?
didn't want to hang out. No,
But did you see the Aussie bird again?
no.
That's sad.
Yeah, that could have really been something.
No, I think we was just young, drunk,
Oh,
silly.
So,
Young.
so beach.
So it was a beach.
Beach story.
Beach.
Oh, what about you guys? Oh, you've gone quiet. You had something.
Oh, come on.
well, there was you know when a house is getting built and it's still got all this scaffolding and stuff like that around it, but it's basically built. Yeah, but I can't give too many details because it's a long
You know
time
the
ago.
address still? You drive past and go,
No, but we kind
I
of know
saw
where it
Joe
is.
creeping
Ken could be
outside.
listening. Ken could be listening.
We know where it is, I think, but yeah, we were pretty drunk. We were walking back home, and I still like I'm a little bit proud, like just like this unfinished built home, and we were in, and it was because it was like in one of those nice suburbs along the beach, 2-story, overlooking the water, so that was pretty cool. The most terrifying one was we were in Sydney in a hotel. So it wasn't in a public place, but it was against the window. And I'm like, are you sure this whole jetty of people cannot see us walk like as they're coming across this, I don't know what it was, like this bridge. And you're like up against the glass. You're like, nah, it's fine. And when you make eye contact with just a poor general woman walking across this bridge in Sydney because you're on holiday and you're like, nah, we're making eye contact right now. Let's
We're all in
close
it
these
together.
curtains.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's move
she
on
was
from
there
here.
with you.
Yeah, that was probably the most terrifying one. But yeah,
Killer.
there's been a few other places.
Who was up
but
against the window? Was it you or the person you was with?
me.
Bruce.
Ken.
Bruce, Ken.
Or Bruce.
Daryl.
Wait a minute, how many guys are here? Oh, sorry, it wasn't the whole construction site.
No, me, Starkers up against the
So was
window,
you.
thinking it was a one-way window. But when we went down onto the bridge like the next night, you're like, wow, those windows are pretty clean. Someone's doing a really good job.
All right. Go on, Danny boy.
I don't know. I'm secluded.
I'm still a virgin, so I've got nothing
Oh,
to say.
bless.
Yeah.
Bless your
All I do is
cotton
hold
socks.
hands in
Yeah,
public.
hold hands. That's it. I'll hold hands and eat my steak with one hand.
Probably. I remember. Trying to get the train, but I had to have a quick stop. In
I think I was there.
Not
What?
there, but
What?
you.
Not
were.
there, but there was a lot of other people there as well. That's funny.
That was a
Carry on.
train station toilet, but
Hey.
yeah. But in my mind, I was thinking we're going to catch this train. So
Can you explain that a bit
much
better?
as you
Because
can get
now,
out of it.
So I'm getting that you was more focused on catching the train than what was going on.
well, a bit of both, really.
Well, now that I said I was there, you kind of have to explain where you guys were.
I actually do. I think I know this. We all went out on the town, and we were coming back, getting to get a train.
Wine tour, maybe.
And then, yeah. All right.
Maybe not.
Wine tour.
All right.
There it happens.
A wine tour with like 20 people.
Things that happen in a wine tour.
Yeah.
I'll say one because I reckon it's possible. This is from years and years and years and years ago. So, but there was a lady,
Tanya.
Tanya, and we were at the Lucky Shag. So big shout out to the Lucky Shag, being 4 beers in. Big shout out. Served lots of good beer down there.
Lucky Shag.
And we were getting a bit frisky in the Lucky Shag, and we got told no more PDA.
Wow.
We can't do PDA. We're doing too much PDA in the pub. And if you do that, you're going to have to leave. And so we sort of left each other alone for a moment, but then we started getting a little bit hot and heavy again.
Too far away.
And so then they came out and go, that's it, you guys are cut off. You can't have any more beers. So that's your final beer. So we went out and we were pretty drunk, like pretty smashed. And basically, so we're out the front, and she was very interested to continue the PDA, but like continue what we were doing, whatever. And so I was really drunk, and I feel very, very sorry for the Commodore that was at the front of the Lucky Shag, or to the side of it, because that bonnet was definitely used at that evening. And one moment I remember looking up, and there was two people walking down the path. And I made eye contact with one of the people, and I was like, "Oh, we should stop what we're doing right now." And it wasn't just holding hands; it was other stuff. So
Hashtag Lucky Shag.
Exactly. But I think we've got to the old wind up of the night, mate. So what's our tip of the week?
Yeah, so our tip of the week about we're not saying it's going to happen, but if it does, you heard it here on 4 Beers In, and Jade's going to take this one.
I'm so sorry. I'm very unprepared. Posty. Post Malone. I'm pretty sure he said he was coming back to Perth.
He won't be allowed in anyway.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But Post Malone, you're more than welcome.
He'll be allowed on 4 Beers In.
You'll be allowed on 4 Beers In if you're wearing the right shoes, mate.
Well, no requirements here. You're all good.
We'll let you come on our show.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Shout out to Post Malone.
Yeah.
Post Malone.
All right then. What are we on that one, eh? So ready?
4 Beers In.
4 Beers In.
4 Beers In.
4 Beers In.